Who knew we were going to go live a minute beforehand? But I was trying to get the mouse positioned and I accidentally fat fingered it. And here we are, a whole minute beforehand. Well, good afternoon, Soul Family. Hi, Kate. Hey, everybody. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the views, the subscribes, the shares, the comments, the donations, everything. I appreciate everything and everyone. Let's ring the bell. Let's clear the energy. Hey, daughter. And let's see what the message that we have today, that Spirit has for us today. Kind of threw me all the way off. Wow. To say that somebody is at a loss for words is an understatement. Hi, Saida. To say that somebody doesn't know what to say, that's beyond it. Bottom of the deck. We could be talking about a man holding a coin. Hi, Master number 11, her. Hi, Mr. Jens the Viking Nelson. How are you? How are you? What's the message? And today after the live, I have to go back and finish my yard work. If anybody wants to help me, now's the time to speak up. Somebody's having to check their heart, check their self, check themselves, you know? It's like someone's trying to think of where did they decide, what was it about what that made them decide to go the way that they wanted to go, like they wanted to turn off the heart space, you know, they wanted to make it inaccessible, you know, like anybody that started talking about love, they started feeling all tied up, like no, I don't want to. Someone is trying to figure out when. What's the message, Spirit? Hi, Trap Therapy Tarot. How are you? Hi, Red Violet. How are you, Crystals? How are you? Thank you, Mr. Jens, the Viking Nielsen. I do appreciate it. Yeah, someone is looking for the strength. They're looking for the kind of strength that you have, because you make loving look so easy. You make look on like, you know who needs love and exactly what type of love they need. Like you can just see through people. It's like you know when to call the angel of love to come and assist you. Hello, Stormy. Hello. I'm well, Red Violet Crystals. Thank you. Thank you so very much, Trap Therapies Tarot. Thank you. Yeah, someone, it's like they're looking at themselves, you know, they made a totally different decision that's given them a different result. And they're looking at how strong you are, just like having your heart there on full display. Like nothing hurts. Like nothing can hurt. Like all these, like Superman, all these bullets hit you in your heart, and it doesn't bother you, and you keep loving anyway. What's the message, spirits? I'd appreciate the likes in the room. Thank you. What's the message? Yeah, someone they don't understand how you do it. It's like you are someone that's it can't be explained. This is too many. Oh yeah, this is way too many. It's like this is somebody that they saw themselves as being, you're equal. But now they're not too sure. Hi, Kahina. How are you? Hi, Shalia. How are you? Now they're just not too sure. It's like they're looking at you now as you went through that door to spirit and how happy you are. This is because this person can see that you were an earth angel. They can see that you are sitting here and working in your purpose, doing what is required of you to do. This person is like, they want to be like you. They want to mirror the same things that you do. Like I said, they're looking at you like, how do you just keep your heart chakra so open? How do you have the strength to keep going on? How do you have the strength to keep loving, to keep living, to keep, not showing any fear, not fearing, keep moving forward, keep charging forward, keep inspiring, keep. Hello, precious child of God. It's because you know what your contract is. You know what your contract is about. Hi. This is because you know about the angel of balance. You're balanced. You're already balanced. You are trying to bring the angel of balance to somebody else who presently feels all tied up every time they try and let they start thinking about their heart getting involved. They start feeling all tied up. They haven't come to that full level of appreciation just yet. Hello, James. And I love you and Biscuit more. It's like somebody has not come to that full level of appreciation to find that balance. Someone is, they're still trying to fight their battles alone as opposed to asking Archangel Michael to assist them, to guide them. This is somebody who needs to open up their seventh chakra, that crown chakra, so they can receive the downloads from spirit. This is somebody who, like I said, for whatever reason, still has this fear of love. It's almost like somebody told them, maybe somebody gave them some bad advice. And they're holding on to what somebody else said way too tight. Hi, Lady Bathory. They're holding on to what somebody else said way too tight. They're holding on to a lie way too tight. Someone needs to have their own chakras in celestial alignment. They need to concentrate on them. I just hear it takes forgiveness. It starts with forgiveness. I'm well, Lady Bathory. Thank you. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, somebody there are a wounded healer. This is somebody who, like I said, their heart was wounded in the past. And it's almost like they was afraid to get over that hurt. They was afraid to let that go because somebody else told them, don't let that hurt go. Just stuff it down. Just stuff it down. Don't let it go. Don't talk about it. Don't release it. But someone's intuition now is letting them know that maybe that's not the way to go. Hey, sis. That instead of them holding on to that which hurt them, it's like holding on to shame. Instead of them holding on to that which hurt them, this is now the time when they need to let that go and recreate who they are. This person needs to understand what their worth is. This person needs to be able to feel safe again. Yeah, they know what hurt is, but they know what love is. That's what that cosmic power is. You know what both sides of the coin is like. You can show yourself as you really are. You can let all your desires be known. And it doesn't mean that you're going to get hurt. It just means that you are leveling up. You are letting everyone know exactly where you're coming from. You're surrendering. You're surrendering to God, to that level of protection, to understanding and believing that God is not going to allow someone just to come in and roughshod ride you around. Someone needs to forgive themselves for holding on to that unnecessary hurt for so fucking long. They need to forgive who they felt hurt them so fucking long ago. And they need to forgive the fool of the advice that they followed to hold on to something that did not need to be held on to. Someone they want to go through that door of the spirit just like you. Because they know they have a gift. They know They're like you. They're more like you than they are not. Because secrets have been revealed. Dreams have come to this person by spirit, introducing them to family members they've never met, that have passed on years before they arrived here on this earthly realm, but they knew who they were because they recognized them in the spirit. Secrets have been revealed. It's time for them to shine. Rise and shine, Buttercup. Rise and shine. Hello, I said Mahogany. It's time to get those chakras in order. It's time for that celestial alignment. It's time for us to really reach out to and strike that conversation with God and keep that conversation going. I mean, if we want to manifest, it's time to not be afraid to manifest love. True, Stormy. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But you know what? This conversation, this whole read is not for those who are afraid to drink. This is for those who are part of a certain amount of you, a certain number. Not for just a regular, schmegular Rudy Poo. This is for those who are part of the 144,000. This is for those who understand what their cosmic power is and what their truth is and what they're here to do. Those are the secrets that have been revealed. This is why we have to surrender. This is why we have to surrender. Especially when it's our desire that we need to level up. Hi, Layla. What's the message, Spirit? I know you do, Stormy. Hi, Nellie G. I know you do, because you're already on the front line, baby. Something about our creativity. It's like wondering how do we try and get those? How do we try and because Stormy brings up a great point. We can show others about joy, but we can't make them liberate themselves from what is keeping them bound, no matter how much we speak up. Because if they're not ready to see that what they think is really pleasure is not really pleasure, but it's really keeping them stuck in a fit of rage, how do we get them to that point of soul forgiveness for what they feel? When they wake up, they're going to feel like they said they should be ashamed of. So she does bring up a good point. But like yesterday, we get ourselves there. We have to be that guiding light. We have to be that beacon. We have to be that one. We have to be the one that is living in our truth and just showing that we have that cosmic power, that we're fighting that spiritual battle between the good and the bad, the just and the unjust, righteous and evil. And it's just as we continue to fight our good fight, that's whenever our beacon, our bright light gets brighter and brighter and brighter, because they're going to see how our life, not just our life trajectory, but our life as a whole, living as a whole, continues to increase as theirs continues to decrease. And then that's whenever, as they see their life decreasing and our life increasing, that's whenever they're starting to open up and listen more. That's when they want to hear everything what the fuck we got to talk about. That's when you hit them with that sucker punch. That's when you got the floor. That's when you can get creative with it. You can, hit them with a sucker punch. Boom, boom, boom. Sit your ass down and listen to what the fuck I'm trying to tell you this time. Or whatever. It's not going out, like selling the bean pies on the corner. Although I do miss a good bean pie now. Trust and believe I do miss a good bean pie. It's not knocking on everybody's door, handing out these flyers, going with your Bible, talking about, we welcome you to the church. That's not doing all that. It's not doing all that. Where I live is way too hot for all that shit. Some parts it may be way too cold for all that shit. Some parts it may be way too rainy for all that shit. Some parts people are just way too lazy for all that shit. But see, it's like they got us thinking that we have to go out and we have to do all this shit. We have to alchemize all this, to try and get people to follow us. But that's just a betrayal. That's what they want us to do, to make it seem like we got to do all this hoopla. Like I said, hey, I miss a good bean pie. But we ain't got to do all this. It's how we live and how we choose to live. Not how many soldiers we can send on the streets in they suit and everything, and they ain't really working and they ain't really paying their bills and everything and this and that and the other. Sorry, y'all. Hi, Kathleen. Thank you so very much, and I'm sending love back. Hi, Nikki. Hey, Behaving. How are you? What's the message? What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, it's how we live in. The loudest thing we can talk about is how we live in. And they're gonna see that good juju we got coming around us. They're gonna see the good juju with us. They're gonna see our motherfucking good juju. But what we do is how we speaking to people, how we treating each other, how we living, how we showing up to the world for ourselves, how we representing ourselves to be, how we are choosing to shine. Hello, the Pick 3 Lottery Oracle. How are you? It's how we are choosing to shine. You see, somebody else, they thought it was some other type of pleasure that they needed. That's why they all mad. That's why they all filled with rage. Because we didn't have to do all that. We said we was just going to represent how to live a life where God is leading us. We still drinking alcohol. We still cussing. We still dance, we still snap our fingers, we still, I don't know, whatever people still do, shit. But it's how we treat each other. How am I treating the pick 3 lottery oracle? How am I treating behaving? How am I treating Layla Dreams? How am I treating Nikki and Kathleen and Stormy and and Kate and Sis and Aset and James and Real Dragon and Mose and whoever. Precious child of God. How am I treating everybody? How are we treating each other? That's why I ask us to pray for each other at the end. That's how we treat each other. Yeah. Someone that's understanding that it's time for them to liberate themselves away from what is toxic, what no longer fits, what is not needed, what is so past. So that they can learn. They want that joy. Yes, with respect and acceptance. They want that joy. But I feel like more than that, they want to find, they want to feel, they want to fight. For some reason, this person wants to fight for fearless love. The one thing that they feared the most, they want to fight for it now. They want to, this is like something that somebody wants to go out and they want to show other people how to get over it. They want to show people how to get over it, how to get over the heartache, how to get over the heartbreak, what they did, what to do. Exactly, Nikki. Exactly. What's the message? What's the message? Someone is they understand that it's time for them to liberate themselves from the bullshit because they know they got some miracles that they're waiting to happen. That they are clearing the room, clearing the space, clearing the plate so that these miracles can come in. They're happy. They're happy because they're leveling up, but you know what? At this time in their life, they are feeling so fucking grounded. They are. They are feeling grounded. They are feeling like sturdy. Do you know how you just feel like, no, this is the way to go? They feel like nothing can shake them. This person is going through a radical rebirth. This person has decided it was time for them to leave this motherfucking grief. These fake motherfuckers, that they could see exactly who they were. It was time for them to leave that bullshit behind and for them to wake up to what was confirmation. What was really about? What was really supposed to? Life was really supposed to be the fuck about. Joy. Joy. This is what life is supposed to be about. Joy. But somehow, some way, some motherfucker who was injured and didn't and felt like, no, I don't need help. I'll just go around infecting everybody else with my toxic bullshit. made it seem like it was the norm to feel shame instead of joy. Hello, supernatural genie. Well, I'm glad to see that you're here. Hi, Eros Vicious. How are you? It's not that I feel that you don't speak truth, baby. It's that I don't want to see only all of your comments. I like to see other people's comments so that at the end of the live, as I cannot scroll up, okay, I'm able to see other people's names except for just yours to say thank you, that I appreciate you coming. That's why I ask you not to post or comment 250 times consecutively like that. Although I do love the comments, but just not like that for that reason. Hi, Ophelia. How are you? Hi, Tawana. Thank you, spirits. Hello, Tawana. What's the message? What's the message? Anything else from this? Basically, it's time to get the chakras in alignment. It's seriously, it's time to shine. It's time to get out there and do whatever the fuck it is that you got to do. It's time to surrender. Hello, quantum sorceress. How are you? All right. It's time. Bottom of the deck. Comparison. I feel like, you know what? This person is looking at your life. They're looking at your glow. They're looking at how far you've gone just by when you've left the bullshit behind. And that is what they're comparing. Their life compared to your life. Their shine or dull shine or lack of shine compared to your bright ass motherfucking shine. Hi, TOL. How are you? TOL from Ireland. Yes, I'm so glad that you were able to catch another live. What's the message, spirits? What's the message? Thank you. They see that you are your own person. You are an individual. You don't do the whole motherfucking crowd thing. You know, if you happen to be around and somebody's around, that's cool, but you're not doing it for them. You know, whereas somebody else, they concentrate on how they look and what they got, what they attach to. Hello, Lasha One. How are you? Hi, Lasha. How are you? Yeah, somebody understands that what they manifested, that it's time to release. It's like they attracted a whole bunch of bullshit that they need to get rid of. What's the message? Yeah. They need to put a rest to trying to be somebody else, trying to appear like, you know, hey, no, oh, that is so and so. Oh, you like this? Oh, I like this too. No, it is time. Something about it's time for someone to really speak their truth. It's time for them to step into their royalty. Show the world who you really are and let the great crumble happen. That's so people can understand, or that oh, I thought it was, that preconceived ideas, let that bullshit fall. Let them see who you really are. Let the community see who you really are. Because once they see who you really truly are from your heart, your spirit, your soul, trust me, they are going to want to know, to find out more about you. They're going to want to know more about you. The more you work on yourself, the more you grow, the more you work on that shadow side, more you figure shit out. Whenever you cross that finish line, that's whenever you're going to know that you're not going to sit there and compare yourself to anybody else anymore, because you're going to know you have already crossed that finish line. Comparing yourself to somebody else is what keeps you stuck. This is the perfect time for the mask to fall off. This is the perfect time for for the fakeness, the inauthenticity and all that other shit. It's perfect time for all that shit to go. Perfect time to think about the big picture. And the big picture is, who do you want to show up to be? The real you or a figment of you? Because the real you is always going to come out. It's always going to come out at the worst time, the best time and the worst time. The most inopportune time for you, but it's going to be the best time for somebody else. And they're going to reject you because they're going to feel like you weren't honest with them. And maybe this is something that this tarot reader is saying that you already know. Isn't that correct, Anila T, my dear? See, somebody thinks that they can be like super duper sneaky. They think that they can, I don't know why I want to say out trick the system, but it's almost like they can out trick God. It's like they can put on a super duper mask, get up real early in the morning, put up the super duper mask and everything else, and then they, go out the door and they just tricking God. But no, guess what? God is on the inside of us. So they putting all this shit on the outside. God's like, I don't even know why they wasting their time, because, baby, I'm on the inside. God is on the inside of us, not on the outside. Hello, my dear, the hummingbird. Hello, how are you? The right arrows, exactly. Hello, Mr. James the Viking Nielsen. Hello, how are you today? What's the message? Yeah, somebody, they feel like, my nose is itching all of a sudden. Somebody feels like, They like they can trick themselves, trick their spot. Like they can trick into a spot, but you can't trick into a spot. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Thank you, please. But yeah, there's somebody's about to get left, rejected. What's the message, Spirit? All because they were afraid to take a risk and be their true self. All because they didn't look at the big picture. They were just worried about, hey, if they was them true selves, maybe nobody will want them. Nobody would think that this and that. I mean, come on, is this somebody that's got a whole bunch of plastic body parts or some shit like that? What you gotta, ooh, what's the message? Yeah. I guess they didn't, it's like, you know what, they felt like they didn't want people to know that they was in the shoes that you was just in. That they needed to go ahead and go through the dark night of the show. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I feel like this person, if they was rejected, somebody even told them, you need to go ahead and find you. You need to figure out who you are, because you don't know. You don't have a clue. So this is where somebody finds themselves going down the same path, trying to figure life out, trying to get past survival mode. They want to be just like you. They say they want to be just like you, the it girl, all eyes on you. Well, baby, it is time to tidy the fuck up. Instead of you sitting here comparing yourself to somebody, losing sleep, trying to do this and do all this extra, and you still ain't that person. Get on your motherfucking grind. Do what the fuck it is that you got to do. Instead of daydreaming about it, just like Nike said, just motherfucking do it. Choose to be in the flow of spirit. Choose love. That's where spirit is. That's where God is. That's where God wants you to be. Love. Because you know what? You being in the flow of spirit, you choosing love. Guess what you're gonna end up fucking around doing? Loving you. Loving you the best way that you could possibly love you, and loving you more and more and more and more and more. And then when you fuck around and love you, you're going to end up loving other people the way that you love yourself. And that's going to be such a loving thing. And everybody's going to be loving each other. And there's going to be more love around the world and more harmony or whatever. All that love shit is going to be going around. That's how everybody can have that fresh start once we release all that toxicity. We have to learn that it's okay. We need to be of service to each other. But first, we have to fill our own cup. I hope you're thirsty, motherfucker, because it's time for you to fill your cup. Do the shadow work. If somebody has a problem drinking, why are they drinking? See, this is the shadow that's right here, but there's two glasses of wine. Why are you drinking alone? What are you afraid to face? What are you afraid to look at? Why are you feeling stuck? What makes you feel stuck? Somebody got to do their own research. Do your research. Do it. Explore why you feel the way you feel. And once you start like exploring why you feel the way you feel, it's like you start building up this momentum, because then the more and more and more you find out, the more awakened you become, the happier you become, the more you love you. Yeah. Someone already knows. They know it's time. It's time for this fresh start. Hi, Max Flow Yoga. How are you? It's time for them to allow everything to go ahead and crumble, to fall down. Because that's the only way this fresh start is going to happen. And they know that that's exactly what happened with you. You had to allow everything to fall. And after you let everything fall and all the dust settled, the only thing they saw standing was you. You was looking a little dusty and dirty because all that damn dust, but you was the only thing standing. Yes, somebody needs to go ahead and not be afraid to explore their life. Explore what it is about them that makes them do what they do, how they feel and the way they act, and what it is that they truly want. What is it that's truly going to make them happy? They need to become awakened to who they truly are. It's their seed for them to follow their own North Star. They have to find their own seed. They can't do what you do. They're going to do something else, because God didn't appoint 70,000 of us doing the same thing. No. Everybody got a different job. What's the message, Spirit? Sexy time, community, and seek guidance. See, this person need to seek guidance on why they pardon my French, giving up the cookie to everybody in the community. They like, who didn't get none? Hey, you over there in the corner, did you get some of this? You did? Okay. Did you want some? Okay. Hey, are you over 18 over there? Did you get some of this cookie? Okay. Put your name on the list. I'm gonna get to you. I think we around number 239 or something like that. But go ahead and put your name on the list. I'm gonna get to you as soon as I get to you. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? Yeah, somebody gotta get some, they gotta follow that spark as to why they feel like they gotta give the body up like that. You know what I'm saying? And they may not even be making nobody pay for it, but they just giving it away to everybody in the community. They gotta learn that lesson so they can go ahead and cross that finish line and finish that type of behavior. You know what I'm saying? What's the message? What's the message? What's the message? Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, like free government cheese, Tawana. Right, exactly. Exactly. Ah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't know, somebody, and they thought that they was being sneaky with the shit. Not if you got a list going, you ain't being sneaky. You know, they thought that they was doing this, incognito. You know how they call them, these my friends. No, these are clients. So it is almost like it's divine timing. Did something happen and somebody had to get into the flow and tidy up, get their life together, because they was not being sneaky in the community about being a hoe. That's why they had to seek some guidance. They was not being sneaky. That ain't even on the menu, correct? Some people, that's the only thing on the menu. Yeah. Well, somebody, like I said, it's time for them to grow up. It's time for them to choose love. And maybe before they thought that they would just throw themselves into a lot of meaningless, shallow relationships. But now, and even having these homie lover friends, this is what this is. That's that homie lover friend bullshit. We just friends. That's that homie lover friends. We just friends, but no, fuck all that. It's time for somebody to really choose love. Like I said, it's time for somebody to see the big picture, to possibly choose some solitude for a while. Yep, my nose is itching again. Yep. Anything else, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah. Somebody, they sitting there thinking about it, daydreaming. Daydreaming about the life that they want. Daydreaming about being blessed, just like you are being blessed. Daydreaming about being finished with this life that they trying to leave right now. Daydreaming about ascending, daydreaming about becoming fully awakened, just like you are fully awakened. Daydreaming about being in a motherfucking bag. Daydreaming about performing this motherfucking release ritual, and daydreaming about being in the flow of spirits. If there was any wish that this person could wish, it was this. Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody that I feel like they have been moving slow, very slow, but they've been moving in that direction, the direction that they need to go. And the reason that they've been moving slow is because of indecisiveness, indecision, fear. Still allowing the line words of somebody to keep them stuck in a position. But maybe now, with the aid of the tower, they were able to break out of that fear, out of that position. It was maybe somebody who was the head of the household, the head of the family, somebody that you always grew up and you just naturally feared. You know how it is, especially if you grew up and you had a controlling father. You would always naturally feel like you could only go so far. You better not get out of line. Not get out of line. because that controlling father put the motherfucker fear of in you. Well, yeah, it's like somebody, for some reason, they had an opportunity to have an out, but they didn't choose it. And somebody was telling them the truth. Somebody was telling them the truth and telling them the way. Not only telling them the truth, but telling them the way, but making it so that this is what you do. How, they was trying to Harriet Tubman this motherfucker's ass. Here's how you go. Go this route. Do this, do this, do this. This motherfucker like, well, but you know what? I don't know, because I don't know. I probably better not go, because nobody's going to be around to turn the beans off the stove if I leave. Fuck the motherfucking beans. I'm trying to get your ass to motherfucking freedom, bitch. But what about the bread in the oven? What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah. Somebody it's like they couldn't decide if somebody was really telling them the truth in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, it all makes sense. It all kind of adds up. But I just kind of want to, like, I don't know, believe a liar. I just want to believe somebody that I know deep in my heart is lying to my motherfucking ass that I should actually be aware of and keep my distance. But it's not going to happen like that. What's the message, Spirit? Right. Believe that liar. He gives a shit. I got other shit going on. Got me missing my motherfucking shows. Trying to save your dumb ass. Yeah, somebody couldn't make up. It's like they chose that they could make up their mind, but they chose not to want to, So they was hoping that, maybe if they didn't say anything, if they was just, trying to, like, they thought they could be comfortably in the middle. Comfortably a fence straddler, if you could put it like that. And somebody said, you know what? Tell you what you do. Straddle this motherfucking fence, baby. Straddle this. And then they held up their middle finger and they walked the fuck off. Or something like that. I'm not sure. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Yeah. Somebody wanted to believe I shouldn't have said, I almost said the word hoe. But I don't know if it was a hoe. It could have been a witch. Could have been a hoe witch, a witch hoe. But somebody was wanting to believe somebody else that was, good with the pole. No, I'm just kidding. Because all hoes ain't good with the pole. And just because people is good with the pole don't mean that they a hoe. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Hi, Susan. How are you? Yep. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, somebody, they just felt off balance, like they couldn't make up their mind. They really couldn't. Even though Spirit was telling them, even though Spirit was guiding them, kicking them in their ass, dragging them and everything else, had a leash around their neck and all that other shit, they would say still like, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Spirit said, look, yo, this is the one that you need. This is the one that you need. That person was like, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. This bitch was like, hey, let's have sex again. The person was like, I should go with that one. What's the message, Spirit? I am well, Susan. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah. See, they was cool as long as you was willing to be in this third party relationship bullshit, you know. But see, you have been loyal to them by their side forever and a day. In fact, you helped make this motherfucker the motherfucking man that he is. And that's the motherfucking truth, because you was always truthful with this motherfucker. You helped put this bitch up on the motherfucking map. Telling you told this person when to strike, what's up, what don't do, what to do. Hey, Dr. White, all that other stuff. You was the one that was getting somebody straight. You was the one who was somebody's strength. You was the one that was telling somebody, hey, go ahead and do this. You was the one that was somebody's son. You was telling them everything. You was telling them, hey, be careful of this, be careful of that. Don't do this, don't do that. You was putting them up on motherfucking game. You was rushing home. I love that. Yes, sis. Yeah. You was putting the motherfucker up on game. They're talking about something they don't know which way they need to go. Excuse me? What did you just say, motherfucker? I mean, I want you to know I'm not trying to be rude, but bitch, what did you just have the motherfucking nerve to say to me? I mean, I really want to know before I slap the shit out you. But I'm not trying to be rude. I am not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just having a moment, hearing how you really was trying to say that shit. That's all I'm saying. That's it. It just kind of, it got me. Ooh, it got me. Yeah. See, somebody, all this sneaky shit, all this third-handed shit, all this you not sure shit, and all that other shit. No. Somebody, they wanted to take you there. They wanted to see how strong you could be. They didn't really want to see how strong you could be. They didn't want to see that. They didn't want to see how strong you could be. They sure the fuck didn't want to see that. Because you show them how strong you could be, they're going to end up using that 4-letter word, help. Okay? Because you will beat a motherfucker's ass, spiritually speaking, of course. You will spiritually beat a motherfucker's ass. They don't want to see how strong you can be. They didn't know how spiritually protected they was with these 2 7s. They didn't know God was holding you back on that day from whooping ass and taking a name. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. Yes. It's like you already knew. It's like you were already connected to spirit. You already knew what was up. There's something about this whole, and something about it. You said to leave. Something to leave. Something was to turn your back on something, and to definitely end something. Because it's like, you already knew that you're an earth angel. You're already balanced. I kind of feel like with this part, this is because here's another 7 too. Yeah, you already knew what was up. That's why it was time for you to go. I'm telling you, and somebody you already knew who was behind it anyway. Yep. What else, Spirit? Anything else? Yeah, Spirit is just taking somebody, moving someone forward. I'm telling you, someone is getting a new beginning. Yeah, a brand new beginning. It's like all the strength that they needed before, they're getting it now. It's almost like, they're finally getting that strength. They're fine if it's that person that they needed to tell off, they're finally not being hi Marcia, how are you? They're not being disrespectful with it, but they're finally getting the nuts up to say, no. Oh no, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. If you need to do this, you go ahead and do that, but I'm still gonna do it my way. No disrespect, but no. Somebody's doing that. Somebody's doing that. They getting themselves together. Just like they they're learning to live, and it's more about just daydreaming about it. They want to be individual like you now. They needed to do that shadow work. They know they needed to go in there because they knew that they were more like you than unlike you. That's the whole thing. They knew there was more like you than unlike you, but it was something that they had to look at, something that happened to them when they was younger. That happened to it closed off their heart. So, they had to hello Lotus Oracle. Hello, how are you? Hola Marcia. They're scared you remove the swords. Because they thought that you didn't know. They thought that you would never get your cosmic power. They thought that you was always going to remain a timid person. Somebody was a timid person. They were weak. They were easily led. They didn't have any direction. No inner beliefs. This was the person who said, oh, I don't believe in God. No, this is the person who now believes in God. And the reason they now believe in God, because they watched you with your shaman energy. They saw God in motion. This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but they saw God in motion. They saw you stepping up to the plate. They saw you doing what you need to do. Hello, precious child of God. Ooh, what's the message? You're in a prestigious class. That's what they noticed about you. That you're in a prestigious class. You know? And they're seeing that. That's why they're afraid that you remove the swords, because it's like, finding out that Wolverine does exist or some shit like that. They thought that they can control you like a puppet on a string. This was like some type of frenemy that was in your face. Hey, Kathleen, how are you? Good, that's wonderful. It's a frenemy in your face. They thought they could control you. But you know what? You just showed this person peace, love, and light. And you just knew not to compete where you don't compare. So this person has to learn that. Don't compete where you don't compare. Because I know that God sees everything. God is everywhere. You've been released from whatever curses that were sitting there, to hurt you. They hope you call now. Now they hope you call. Yeah, even though they left you to the wolves before, Now somebody's worried about how they treated you, Now they're worried about how they want to treat you. Now they could be popping prescription pills, trying to get over it, trying to not think about the shit. Not thinking about, trying to forget that they joined this coven. They should have did their research. That would have helped them from jumping off a cliff due to a fucking illusion, joining this motherfucking coven. So they didn't realize that. They thought that you was part of the coven. No, you just knew about your cosmic power. You knew about your light and your dark. You had to learn about your dark. You knew about your dark first, because listen, the people that was over in the over the coven, those were your parents. So you had to learn about that. But the thing is, their magic got lost and hit their tribe. You opened up your crown chakra so that you was able to get the information that was needed from spirit, so that you knew how to protect yourself. Okay? God had already worked it out for you. And you was just laser focused on what you needed to take care of. That was it. That was it. What else, Spirit? What else? Yeah, somebody feels like there's a spiritual beatdown coming. Could be happening on Wednesday. Anything else? Maybe something about this water sign. Yeah. The gig is exposed. The gig is up. Whatever this water sign was doing, it's been exposed. Everybody sees it. Somebody had made an impulsive move. It's over. They see what it was. Yeah, because the Holy Spirit was in the house. I told you. The Holy Spirit sees everything. They thought they was doing something in secret. No, Holy Spirit was sitting there with them, watching them. With wisdom comes wealth. Well, they are going to be wise now. Okay? Spirit let you know you can't trust those people. You already had to let them know you're not going to try to keep dragging me down. Something about your baby pictures. Maybe somebody tried to steal your baby pictures or try to do something with your baby pictures. Some type of black magic or some shit like that. Fuck all that. What else, Spirit? Anything else? Yeah. are losing a lot because they lied on you. And they want mercy after trying to kill you. Now they want to play fair. Now they want to play fair. And that's only because they're obsessed with you. But y'all, I'm going to leave it there so I can go tackle this this patio, because it's not going to do itself. I promise. I have been waiting for it to do itself, but it's not budging. So I guess I'm going to have to do it. Precious child of God, thank you so very much. Kate, Dr. White, Eros, Marcia, Susan, thank you so very much. Let me see. Wait. Lotus Oracle, thank you. Who else? Kathleen, thank you. Did I say Kate? Mr. Hold on a second. Mr. Jens the Viking Nielsen, thank you so very much. Thank you. Oh, wait. Susan, thank you. All right. And sis, thank you. And y'all, Real Dragon, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Tawana, thank you. I appreciate you so very much. All right, y'all. Kathleen, did I say you? All right, but all right, well, y'all, charge it to my ability to scroll and not to my heart, okay? And this is why I don't like, the 7,000 comments. Although I would love to have 7,000 comments, but I can't scroll right now, so I'm not able to say everybody. All right. I love y'all. And I may come on a little bit later, but I got to do this home chores, work, manual labor shit. I can get real. All right. Y'all, let's pray for each other for sure. Okay. Let's pray for each other's finances, our health, our happiness, our joy, and the ability to love ourselves as we truly are, authentically. And I look for Max Flow Yoga, that's right. And in Max Flow Yoga, Max, the White Sage. I'm not sure if you were even on here, but if not, you're getting some love anyway. Who else? All right. I love y'all. And I will see y'all soon. If anybody wants to come help me clean, come on.